Hello everyone and welcome to the ESL Go4 number 13, and as you can see, a bit of a special one. It's at night, so you join straight into a race. So this is the qualifying round. Top 3 go through and we're about to overlap somebody. Gets out the way, fair play to him, MH753. But yes, top 3 go through. I'm miles ahead of everybody else, so obviously I'm going to go through. But here's a lap of Knockhill, all the same in the race as we come down the first corner. Very tricky track, very bumpy track. Got to be careful on this corner. Hit the sausage, you're going to go flying as you leave that corner. And then the trickiest corner on the track, this chicane, absolutely crazy. You can see just you can't be aggressive. Go too aggressive there, you're going to get a shortcut penalty, a slowdown penalty, or you're going to hit the sausage and go flying. You've seen in one of my very first videos of PostRace, I went on 2 wheels. This was against Isaac and Matty, and I was trying to drive on 2 wheels for quite a while. Even so, we come to the end of the lap here. Now, fastest lap at the moment is 50.9, so you can see I'm quite slow at the moment. Quite slow. I'm also not driving too quickly because obviously it's the whole point of this is to qualify for the semi-final, and in the semi-final to qualify for the final. But as you can see, 50.9 my fastest, 51.0 as my last lap. So at the moment I'm not too worried. I had a look at the other times and everyone was about the same, so I was fairly happy. Look at the semi-final qualifying times. Oh my word. I don't know where that pace came from myself. Jardier with an amazing lap. Just got me in the middle sector, getting a 0.2 there. So I do think about that for the last one. Because we're in the second place as we begin the race. Look at this start. We get a good start. Look at this. We come alongside Jardier. Now the key thing here is top 6 qualify for the final, and that's all I want. So I'm going to brake fairly cautiously here. Jardier obviously gives me space as well. Fair play to Jardier. Or Jardier. I'm still not sure how you pronounce that. But even so, we continue on. Now the key in this race is exactly like the qualifier. Don't get a slowdown. Nice thing to know here actually with Jardier is he does this track very differently to me. It's kind of nice to see completely different driving styles working well. So I'll explain that as we head towards the end of the first lap. As we come into here and just look out for this braking zone, which should be here, but I brake a little bit late here. Jardier brakes late too. Basically, you saw me go half brake pedal. Archon goes on the inside there. He gives me just enough room. Fair play to Archon. But you saw me go a little bit half on the brake pedal because I thought, oh, I must have broke too soon because Jardier didn't brake. And then I sort of followed him wide. But as we head towards the first corner, what Jardier does here is he stays in third gear throughout this entire section where I'm in fourth. As we come into here, he stays in third. I drop to second. I then go up to fourth gear again. He stays in third. So he's hitting the limiter at this point. Now, I think third is actually probably a better shout for the chicane, staying there. Just slows down the speed a little bit and you're not going to get the air that you get in fourth because you're carrying a bit more speed. Obviously more air, tyres not touching the ground, going to cause you a bit of issue. So, hitting that slightly slower will actually be a bit of a benefit there. But we continue on, and the whole, as I said just before, the whole point of this race now is to make top 6. I don't really care if I come first, second, third, fourth, fifth or sixth. As long as I'm in those top 6 positions, I'm going through to the final, so I'm going to keep pushing. As you can see, we're being chased down by Archon at the moment, and at this point I am thinking, do I let him go, let him go ahead, because my pace in qualifying was surprising. I wasn't expecting a 0.4. I've not seen a 0.4 yet. I've not done a huge amount of practice, I'll be honest, but I have done some practice and I hadn't seen a 0.4. But we continue on, but Archon's actually got a slowdown, so that gives us breathing room and we can chill. Now, the problem with chilling on this track is the whole track is about rhythm. So you get into a rhythm, you start doing the same lines, same braking points, same acceleration points, you start getting muscle memory and things like that. When you start chilling, you don't do any of those things. So you start backing off. You actually can start making more mistakes, and it can be quite treacherous, to be honest. But we're going to advance to lap number 12 now. And as you can see, we made it. We're 5.5 seconds off Jardier. As I say, I chilled at that point, and I was just chilling. So you can see 51.5 on my last lap. 50.9 again, my best lap. So I've got to pick up the pace. I really have to pick up the pace. So we jump now to qualifying. Here we go. As we come round here, pushing very hard. Look at that, straight through there, no problems, no oversteer as we head towards the chicane now. Through here we go. Look at that, we're staying on the throttle in qualifying. We're going for the limits here as we push now towards this right hander. This is a third gear corner and you go on the throttle fairly early and try and straighten it out as best as you can. If you hit the bump on top of the hill, it will make your car oversteer as we head towards the last corner. James very nicely getting out of the way there. Fair play to James as we come towards the last corner. We hit the braking zone, round the corner we go. We accelerate on towards the start finish line. Have we done this with 2.7 temps up? We get it! Look at the cheer! Yes, we do it! However, Mr. Jardier got a 0.3 in the semi-final, so we need to keep pushing. I hadn't set a pit strategy because every time I tried it, it kept binning me off in the garage. And Jardier gets a 0.2. He hadn't been in the pits yet. He just nailed all that there. 0.2. Fair play. As I said, I wasn't even seeing 0.4s there. So the fact that he got a 0.2, unbelievable stuff. So we're back in sort of where the semi-final was. Jardier in pole, me in second. You can see sector 1 was where he got it. I nailed sector 2 this time. We're very close in sector 3. So all good. So I'm thinking, I'm in with a shot here. Actually with a shot. So let's prep for the race. We want to just do exactly what we did in the semi-final as we prepare. Off we go, and Jardier gets a much better start this time. I still get a good start. You can see my position to third place guy Fab Iceman is all good here. So now we are racing Jardier. You know, you don't get any prizes for second place this time. It's all about that victory in this final. So we're going to push like hell, and we're going to push Jardier as much as we can as we come to the chicane first time. I see he brakes there as well. I'm in fourth gear. He's doing it in third gear, remember. Completely different perspectives. Now Jardier has uploaded his race, so do check that out if you want to see the difference. Yeah, it's different. So we keep pushing. Fab Iceman behind us. He's quick. VP Isaac 2-2 in the Popsu. That's your top 6. Unbelievable top 6. And what a top 6 that is as well. So to be second, we're pretty pleased with that. Jardier does it properly this time, as I do. Isaac trying to go around the outside of Iceman. Iceman keeping that third position so far, as Yuhan does lead the session. I think there's a big accident on turn 1. I don't think it was anyone's fault. I think it was just clashing. It's a very tight circuit, remember. Very tight. Overtaking is hard, but the hairpin is going to be the main place to overtake as we come through here. Jardier runs slightly wide there. It's coming to this right-hander. We keep pushing on, heading towards the chicane again. Obviously, we've got to beware of slowdowns. So you can just see a let off where in qualifying I was about a third throttle, quarter throttle. I let off there because I don't want the penalty. I want to control the entrance to the chicane. We've got race fuel on as well, remember, so the car is also heavier. So yeah, you got to be careful. It should mean that we can actually go through there quicker because the car is going to stay on the ground more than it is going to get some air. But we'll see what happens as we go. As we come to the end of lap number 2, we're staying with Jardier this time. He's gained 2 temps on that lap, so it's a really quick lap from Jardier. As we head towards the start finish line, what are we getting? We get 50.7, so we've already done our fastest lap in a race to date so far, and it's a 50.7, and Jardier is still pulling away. But we keep pushing as we head towards this right-hander now. We're nailing these corners at the moment. Iceman behind us as well, so we do have to keep in mind that Iceman is there as we come through here. Look at that. That's fastest first sector that we've done. Ooh, nearly go too wide there as we keep pushing towards Jardier into this right-hander. As I say, we're pushing like crazy now. Just hit the sausage slightly. Got to be careful. So I had to come off the throttle a little bit just to modulate it to make sure I didn't run too wide and get slowed down as we push on. Slowdowns on this track, by the way, are perfect. They are perfect. You go 4 wheels off track, you get a penalty. Otherwise, it's all fair game in my opinion with the slowdowns. I think it's perfect. So fair play to SMS on the slowdowns on this track. And you can hear it in my voice. I'm worried at the chicane every time. And if they're making drivers worried, that's fair enough. 50.8. Jardier gets number 2 temps. So he's done a 50.6 in the race so far. As we come down here, nearly go 4 wheels off track, but thankfully we don't. Through here, we're gaining, and we're pushing on as hard as we can. You can see we're 2 temps up, so we are pushing exceptionally hard here. Through the chicane we go. We nail the chicane that time. Jardier has lost 2 temps on this lap. So we come into this right-hander. You can just see a bit of oversteer there, but it helps me not get that slowdown. We've got the slipstream as well, which is always helping us to keep up with Jardier as we come towards the last corner, and I'm pretty strong in this last corner. As you can see, Constantino effect having an impact there. but he pulls out the corner slightly quicker than I do. So down to 5 tenths now. It was 8 tenths at the start of the lap. So you're going to see how fast this lap actually was. A 0.5, unbelievable lap time there as we continue on. So you can see we've got the pace now to compete with Jardier in this race. Lap number 5. It's a longer race as well with this ESL special in the night race. And unfortunately, it's the last Go4 for now as well. So we've got a monthly final, which I've qualified for. However, there's no more Go4s at the moment. We've got the A1 Rallycross stuff happening. We're not sure why the Go4s have stopped, but they've stopped. So this is a nice special, and this is a blimmin' good race to finish on, to be honest. The fact we're second in the running for this victory. As you can see, Jardier has pulled out a tenth and a half there on this lap. So he's done another good lap. I'm 3 tenths down on my fastest lap. Just coming to this last corner. And he gets a good run out of there as well. You're going to see him really extend that gap there up to 7 tenths. So whatever my lap time's going to be, what is it going to be? 50.9, so he's obviously done a 50.7 there. 50.9 as well is equal to what I was doing before this final, and now I'm just like doing some insane times out of nowhere. As I say, I was pushing like crazy at this point because the only way to win this final is to push like crazy, especially with Jardier. He's really nailed the technique for the chicane, which just helps massively because he doesn't have to worry as much, and he's a fast driver anyway, you know. It's not like he's a slow driver. He's been pushing hard, and once he knew the setup secret that I eventually found out about, I told Jardier, I told everybody about how to do it. The minute I found out about it, you know, we all started competing at the very top of the leaderboards. Coming through here, we've gained some time a little bit there, but we lost a bit in the hairpin. Just did that slightly wrong. And we're another 10th down, so this is going to be like a 50.7, I believe. Yeah, there we go, look at that. So, you know, we are pushing like crazy. We're staying with Jardier. It only takes one slowdown, and we've got this victory. Or perhaps just a couple of good laps, get right behind, get right in on his bumper, and we can also have this victory as well. So we continue on through the chicane we go. You can just see we're trying to push hard there. We're trying to accelerate as fast as we can, nearly go forwards off the track. That would have been a penalty if we had, but we kept it on just as we come into this right-hander. I think in Jardier's video he does say Tidgney runs extremely wide there. That's going to be close. It was close, trust me. Continue on. You can see tyre wear's on as well, so tyre wear having an impact, of course, so our times will gradually get slower. As you can see, this lap, Jardier's just, I think Jardier's going to pull a 10th on me here on this lap. Obviously, you can only use the left and lap time rough, get you a rough figure basically. But yeah, he's gained a 10th on me there, 50.8 again. You can see we're putting in some time, so Jardier, we've gained a second now on Fab Iceman, so we can keep pushing on. We don't have to worry about Iceman as much at the moment. We can focus on Jardier because the gap is closer. As I said in one of my, I think it was GT Sport video, it's very hard to attack and defend at the same time. So if we can drop Iceman, as we have done now, it's over 2 seconds, he's just made a mistake somewhere, we can push on Jardier. Coming through here, look at this, we're up on our lap time. This is how fast we're going here. We're up on our 0.5 at the moment. With tyre wear as well. This is the insane thing about this lap. As we head towards the final corner, we've gained some time on Jardier. Jardier, I think, runs slightly wide there, but it gets a really good exit there. Continue on towards start finish line. What lap time are we going to get here? We've definitely gained on Jardier that lap. Down to a 0.6 from a 0.8. And it's a 0.666, the devil's number, the beast number. Once again, we come into the first corner here. 2 tuners left session, not sure what's happened there. Maybe it's just a bad run with slowdowns. Even though it really should continue racing, you never know what can happen in these things. As we come up to the chicane once again, you can see how hard we're pushing. We're now on the throttle a bit more. We know we have to push to keep up with Jardier. We know we have to push to get this victory. You saw that now. You can see me pushing through here. Throttle straight on again. We're pushing towards Jardier. 0.6 at the moment. He's just had a bit of a better exit there. But I've got a bit of slipstream, so that gap just stabilises itself a little bit. Coming to this last corner, Jardier can nail the exit of this very well. But I do it quite well that time as well. So gap stays at 0.6 as we head towards start finish line. We're 3 tenths out, so it's going to be a 0.9, I guess. 0.9, and I think we've both got 0.9 on that lap. Heading towards the first corner again. Through we go. Jardier doing very nicely there. But look what I do. Look what I do. I couldn't believe it. I knew it instantly the minute I did it. I was pushing so hard. I just cut too much. Cut too much 4 wheels off the track. Fair enough with the slowdown. So you're going to see me here just pull to the right. I was trying to drop it, but it wasn't dropping. So now I'm just going to go on the throttle a little bit. Hope that it slowed me down enough. It has. So I do keep second place for now. And unfortunately, that's it. I didn't get the gap down again. Jardier was pushing like crazy. And the thing with slowdowns, when you've had one, it knocks you off your rhythm again. I mentioned rhythm at the start of the video. You need rhythm at this track. If you don't have rhythm, you're going to lose it. And I just lost a few laps. You can see some more lap times there. 51.4s. It really should be 51.0. You can see I've back up to a speed again. The lap time's been getting quicker, quicker and quicker. So we can continue pushing on. But a bit too late. We've got a big enough gap to Iceman. Popsy has been battling with Iceman there. You can see that's half a second gap. Arcon's in there. We've got Isaac down in 6th position. But still, what a cracking race. Fair play to Jardier. Unbelievable performance. No slowdowns. And congratulations on the victory. I get 2nd place. Happy with that. Qualifies me for the monthly final. But what a cracking way to finish the Go4s until they come back. I'll show the monthly final, of course. As you can see, I get the fastest lap, which I'm happy about. But that's it for now from the ESL Go4. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that video. It was a blimmin' good race, blimmin' good fun. There's the video playlist of the Go4s if you want to watch another Go4. I'm obviously not going to be on the channel for a little while now until they come back. My logo's there if you want to subscribe. But that's it for now. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.